Hi, Sagittarius. This is going to be your reading from August 1st through the 7th. It's good for the Sun, Rising Moon, or Venus sign of Sag. Keep in mind, as always, this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading meant for just one person, so it's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. I just pick up on the energy I pick up on, and the messages are meant for whomever truly needs to hear it the most. Don't try to make it fit if it's not your story. Things can be opposite, roles can be in reverse. I could be picking up on your energy or the energy of someone around you and how it's affecting you. If you would like a message to be personal just for you, book a private reading with me. The link to my website to schedule is in the description below. If you're new to this channel, welcome, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Also, get into my other collective called Soma, Chandra, Libra. I read for your sign, Sagittarius, every 72 hours. On that channel, we hyper focus on relationships. On this channel, I do read for you as well. I will do a Celtic cross here for you today. You may apply it to any part of your life, of course. Dropped a lot of oracle cards for you fire signs this morning. You guys are in some interesting energy. From the Wisdom of the House of the Night Oracle deck, we got fulfillment, confidence in the reverse, oath in the upright, and risk in the reverse. From the Animal Oracle deck by Kim Krantz, not Colette Baron Reed, we have owl, elk, moth in reverse. So let's start with this. So I can see that right now you're very focused on fulfillment, in particular emotional and physical fulfillment. Red wine and a pomegranate are considered aphrodisiacs. You're wanting fulfillment, probably physical as well as some emotional fulfillment. You are trying to focus on the glass being half full as opposed to half empty. It is very much a Nine of Cups feeling, which is content and satisfied and feeling indulged in the moment. You may be lacking in some confidence this week, or someone around you is. Oath coming out suggests there is some sort of promise that needs to be upheld for you. You might have made an oath to yourself, or someone has made an oath and that needs to be kept in mind. And risk is coming out in reverse, which is sort of like the Fool, afraid to take a risk, having a hard time having a beginner's mindset, having a hard time leaving the past behind. When risk comes in reverse, someone might be doing something kind of risky. That might be why you're lacking in confidence. This oath is coming into play for you. With owl and elk and moth. Owl could be an air sign. Elk could be an earth sign. This is very divine masculine energy, but it does not have to be. You could be connecting with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be connecting to a very intelligent individual. The elk also represents a father or a married man at times. But the energy of owl is operating from a place of wisdom and clarity. So you yourself want to be smart. You want to take an overview effect. The owl is a predator animal that is nocturnal. It is very adaptable. So you want to be smart this week. And you also very much want to take the lead. The elk has a lot of responsibility. It is a good husband. It is a good father. It is a good business person. You're clearly wanting to embody this strong, wise, intelligent leadership position in your life. I think you're really wanting to be responsible and grounded and make smart decisions this week. But with moth in reverse, moth is about transformation. Moth is about change that needs to take place. Moth can be sometimes about an obsession or a desire where we are drawn to something like a moth to a flame. Moth in reverse in this deck, as Kim Krantz describes it, is when we're in a situation where we're feeling jittery and we're nervous to take a risk moving forward. I think that you guys really want to be smart and stay grounded and take the lead and pay attention to your obligations. I think you're maybe afraid to take a risk in a situation. You might not be feeling very confident, but you really want this fulfillment. What came out of my Oracles of Love, my Mermaid Romance deck, is energy field adjustment or a cleansing and health. So you guys this week will definitely feel this fire burning within, but you need to adjust your energy field. You will need to cleanse your aura and focus on your health this week and whether or not something is smart and grounded and good for you. But I find these cards to be interesting. They came in the reverse. I always acknowledge reversals. Song of the Siren, the call, summoning voice to acknowledge and falling in love, kissing the divine in another and in yourself. Honestly, based on all these cards, I think you guys are a little afraid to take a risk in a situation. I think you're trying to ignore the call of a siren and resisting falling in love or not feeling a connection. You might not feel confident to allow yourself to feel love between yourself and another person, or just you and your own self. You might be having a hard time hearing your own inner siren. Yeah. But this might be a cleansing that you're trying to do in some way. What came out of the tarot for you was interesting. Two of Pentacles. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Trying to keep something in balance. You have multiple priorities. You know that you need to be flexible. You know that you need to be adaptable. The Two of Pentacles has a hard time hearing his emotions because he's busy juggling a lot. But this is kind of like, what do I do in a situation? If I do it this way, this will happen. If I do it this way, this will happen. Some of you are like, holy shit, I only have two pentacles to rub together in this situation. If I make one false move, I'm going to drop these balls. So I think you're trying to figure out what to do in a situation. The challenge is the Five of Wands to the Six of Cups. There could be a lot of tension between yourself and some other people this week, or between yourself and a particular person. Diverse opinions, a battle of wills, a lot of competition. But it's a situation that feels so familiar. The Six of Cups speaks to the energy of a soulmate. We revisit the past. We miss something. We're homesick for a person or a situation. It's innocent and joyful as well. So if it's a relationship, you're like, I really don't know what to do here. I feel a lot of tension, and I think I'm not the only person involved in this situation, but damn it, I really miss this person. Or this situation, even if it's a career, you might not have a lot of pentacles, and you might have a lot of competition in your field, and you are trying to stay balanced, but you might feel very drawn to it out of nostalgia. So you're not sure what to do. I did add reversals to this deck. I did not with Aries and Leo, but they told me to do so for you. So I just did what your guides told me, Sag. Spirit for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus of Sagittarius, in regards to this Two of Pentacles and this tension and this nostalgia and wanting this innocent sweetness and not wanting it to be so tense. They don't know what to do. What's driving them this week? The Ace of Wands. This Ace of Wands has made its rounds. It's come out for all three fire signs now. So you're driven towards something that's new with growth potential. You want to be inspired. You want a new passionate opportunity to come into your life. What else is driving you? Four of Swords in reverse. Done taking a break, are we, Sag? My Saggies. The Four of Swords feels stressed, and it seeks calm and solitude. It needs to think about something. It needs to recuperate from something. Well, you've thought about it long enough to the point where it's become stagnant, and it was exhausting, and you burnt out, and you were in deep contemplation, but now you're realizing, I've thought about this long enough. I do want to move towards situations where there's a lot of passionate growth potential. You might not be completely recovered from something. You could have been on a break from something, and now you're trying to get back out there in some way, and you're not quite sure how to go about that. Being tugged on by the past, that's for sure. What happened in the past, and what's happening deep within? The Sun? You could have been dealing with a Leo. Something burned very brightly. You operated out of a place of clarity. It was warmth, a breath of fresh air. What happened after that? But you didn't know how much growth potential was there. I think you saw something very clearly, Sagittarius, and realized you have to stop waiting for something in a situation with the Three of Wands in reverse. I think you realized you lacked foresight. There were a lot of unexpected delays. If it was a long distance kind of job or relationship or something like that, you weren't a fan of that. I think you felt the need to play it small. You might have been holding on to the past, but it was hard to get away from. That Six of Swords in reverse is unfinished business. I think it's a situation possibly where, yes, you want to start something new and you're not quite sure how to do it because you might have some unfinished business, or you repeated a cycle that was like second verse, same as the first. But I don't know that you can move forward with clarity until you wrap up whatever this is. But in the past, I think you saw clearly that you played it small. You didn't have a lot of foresight. You really weren't able to release baggage and that stressed you out. Now you want something new. You're just trying to figure out how to do it. But I'm seeing 2 cards of the past and reminiscing here. Okay, what are they thinking about? What is Sagittarius thinking about? The King of Swords in reverse. Well, I hope that's not you. And the Four of Wands in reverse. I think you're in some sort of conflict with a person, or you're in transition. This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius masculine around you. This could be another person. This could be you. The Four of Wands in reverse is where we are in conflict with others and we are in transition. We don't feel a lot of stability. There is not joy. There is not harmony. There is not relaxation. We do not have a stable foundation to build upon. Some of you left, moved, relocated even, needing to find personal celebration and inner harmony, not really able to share that with anybody else. And this King of Swords in reverse has a hard time finding the truth. The King of Swords flips into the reverse when someone has unusually high standards. They're manipulative, they misuse their power, they blow their top. Just maybe having a difficult time coming up with a good strategy and not being fair, overly high standards, not really sticking to the truth. So this might be a person that you're in transition with, or you're like, I can't come up with a good strategy here. I don't really know what the truth is here. I feel as though this King of Swords in reverse, whoever this is, it could be you, it could be your person. I have a lot of cross watchers here checking in on a Sagittarius. This King of Swords in reverse has lost the upper hand. And in order to gain the upper hand again, he will misuse power or the truth. Not the smartest, also, possibly. I don't think you want to have anything to do with that. You know that you can't build a foundation on a situation where the truth becomes fuzzy for you or anybody else. And you can't protect your heart and use discernment. Looks like that person might not be able to either. What action will you be taking? What action will Sagittarius be taking? Oh, we got a King, a Queen of Swords in reverse here. Going toe-to-toe with somebody. I bet you both want to get the last word with each other too. So the King of Swords has a hard time not misusing power and gets mad when he loses the upper hand. The Queen of Swords in reverse is when a person gets bitchy and cold-hearted and is overly influenced by their emotions. Is very passive-aggressive with communication. Won't be clear about boundaries. Won't directly communicate. Can't be independent. Can't be unbiased. What's going on here? Having a little bit of an intellectual power struggle with somebody, or you're having a hard time coming up with a strategy or a solution. Okay, but I see 2 people pissed off and wanting to get the last word with each other. Did you circle back around for that? How much did you really miss them? Look at all the tension and drama here. I know that you want something new, but this might be a reigniting of something passionate. Okay, maybe you're just having a hard time staying grounded in your action and intellect with it. What else? What other actions are you taking? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so you're rejecting an air sign and moving towards an earth sign, maybe? This is 2 different people here, possibly. Or it's like, how can I be nurturing, grounded, practical, and be excellent with business, health, career, family, and also come up with good solutions and directly communicate? For my cross watchers, they're going for the earth sign and the air sign is out. Because I know you're here. Picking one person over the other. This King of Swords might be pitting 2 people against each other. Interesting. Or you're dealing with a person that stays obligated to something and is being bitchy to you, or vice versa. You could be saying, no, I'm married, or I'm in charge here. I'm going to be grounded and practical. You might be having a hard time directly communicating and struggling to not be easily influenced by your emotions. How does Sagittarius see themselves? How does Sagittarius see themselves? Ace of Pentacles, 2 aces here. Lots of aces coming out for all the fire signs. You see yourself as wanting to start something grounded. You do not want to miss any opportunities. This is career. This is a new opportunity that will manifest into abundance. Yeah, you're wanting that. You might be having a hard time being smart and coming up with the best solutions, though. Not that you people are not smart, because you are very smart, very philosophical. How else does Sagittarius see themselves? Two of Wands in reverse. So I've got the 2 and the 3 of Wands in reverse. Some of you, my masculines, are trying to move away from a situation and start something new, and they are dealing with a feminine that's pulling rank in some way. It's pissing you both off. I just heard that, but reverse the roles. I see you very focused on your own personal goals and going in for inner alignment. I do see you lacking a plan and being a little afraid of the unknown, but you just want to stay grounded. I see you, the 2s are about balance and synthesis. So starting something new, really tired of playing out old patterns. I don't think you see a lot of expansion moving forward because you're recovering from something. Clearly, you're in transition. Clearly, there's tension. This might be with a person or a situation that feels like you've known forever. You are trying to keep it light, but I think it's messing with everybody's head. Just stay at the beginning and continue to break the old patterns. Okay, I'm dying to see what's going on around you. Show me the energy around Sagittarius. How does that person see themselves? 5 of Swords. Well, they will fight to the death. They will fight through the changes. Be careful with the 5 of Swords, though. That's a person that will hold another person in convenient contempt, a winner and a loser. This person might be mad. They may forget about emotions and just want to win to win. But sometimes the 5 in the upright is an investment where they will fight through something. But this is a person that takes things that does not belong to them. This person might be mad. How do they feel about Sagittarius? Or they're a fighter. You could be dealing with an air sign or a Scorpio. King of Cups in reverse. So I've got 2 kings and 2 queens on the table. They could be rejecting a water sign. The King of Cups in reverse is a person who's very moody and sensitive. They need more self-compassion. This person is in their feelings. They're too sensitive. They're either emotionally manipulative or they have no backbone. They can't be compassionate or diplomatic. They might be fighting with a person and dealing with a person that is this way. What action do they want to take towards Sagittarius? This person may also drink. Temperance. Well, they're kind of into you. You could be dealing with another Sagittarius, or they will be very calm and passive and almost aloof with you. They will not be excessive with you. Yeah, they will not be excessive. You might have a hard time figuring out what this person wants. They're going to try to be moderate, but not in their actions. They're going to try to be moderate with you and calm and peaceful and say, I know the purpose of what I'm doing. Meanwhile, there's a shitstorm in how they see themselves and how they feel. But that could be another energy around them. Many people could be involved in this week, or many different aspects of just a few people could be coming out. What are Sagittarius's hopes and fears, Spirit? 7 of Pentacles in reverse. You don't have a long-term plan right now. You aren't willing to patiently wait around for a return on an investment. Maybe you're afraid that someone will not invest in the long term with you. How else is Sagittarius feeling? This is short term for you. The Lovers in reverse. So some of you are worried and paranoid that someone has another lover, or this could be a situation that's just short term and you rushed right into it and you're realizing there's not a lot of value alignment or long-term success to gain or be had in this situation at this time. Okay. What's the final outcome? The Moon. A lot of uncertainty moving forward. Things not being as they seem. Pisces energy, Cancer energy. Things being veiled and hidden in moonlight. You or your person, a person you're connecting to, will feel somewhat insecure. There will be a lot of illusion. Be careful that you're not going into something totally blind. Listen to your intuition. What else with the Moon here? Actually, I'm going to use this deck. Why is the Moon here? You might be moving into a new cycle in your life with a lot of uncertainty and not really sure where you're going. 4 of Pentacles. Well, you're going to hold on to everything you have, though, or a person will be holding back from you, and that confuses you. The Devil. So you're either dealing with a Capricorn, and in which case you're just dealing with a Capricorn. But others of you are being very fueled by desire and you're going into something blind, or make sure you're not clinging to something that isn't good for you. The Devil can speak to our shadow side. Watch out for moving into a situation like that out of insecurity and instability. And there's that fulfillment desire piece. Why is the devil here? Ten of Cups, well, money might be involved. You might be chained and bound to something out of family obligation, or you're dealing with a married person. Seven of Swords, and someone is going to sneak around and act upon their own behalf, or you may just need to tread lightly in a situation. You might be dealing with a person who's very insecure and feels very chained and bound and is dealing with their own demons and will not open up. A lot could be at stake here. You might have to be strategic. This person may play duck and weave with you, vice versa. I can see that you want to go on, move on, and there's an ending. There you are, Sagittarius. Wanting freedom and independence, there is disappointment. Okay. What is your advice, Spirit? Six of Pentacles, you could be being breadcrumbed. Someone might want you on their knees and they want to be the one to give to you. But this is the advice of the Six of Pentacles is only give as much as you receive. There needs to be equal give and take in a relationship and in this situation. If it's finances or career, you're kind of going into it blind. Somebody might be lying about money and withholding. They'll barely give you what you need. But bring balance to this situation. Watch for being spread thin. Don't breadcrumb anybody. Don't let them breadcrumb you. The Seven of Cups in reverse. Do not live in an illusion. Do not do wishful thinking. Focus on your own personal values. Do not be overwhelmed and distracted by 10 million opportunities and choices. The Seven of Cups in reverse is a bit of a reality check where you don't have the options you thought you did, or you're overwhelmed by all the choices you have on the shelf and you need to narrow it down. Yeah, it's also a reality check to wishful thinking. I see two cards of illusion or things not being as they seem. One more piece of advice. Knight of Wands in reverse. And someone's very frustrated. The Knight of Wands in reverse is hasty, frustrated, scattered energy, delayed. It's a passion project, on again, off again, kind of a player energy. If you were very passionate about something, that might wane, or it may be very on again, off again. Yeah, and you need to know that. And it might be at a standstill. Slow and steady wins the race. Somebody wants to do the right thing, but somebody's working on something for the wrong reasons, really romanticizing it. This looks like divorce or getting out of a commitment where there's not a lot of growth to be had or not a lot of stability. There's not a lot of hope, but somebody does want an emotional, happy ending. Endings and new beginnings. They're pulling back. They're saying we're done. Okay, Sagittarius, that's your reading for the 1st through the 7th of August. If it resonates with you, I truly hope it helps you. Book a private reading with me if you would like to work with me personally. The website's in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.